So there are different approaches to eyebrows that many people take, and there are many ways that look great. One thing I will tell you is I find that the more full of a makeup look you're doing, especially for a special event or pictures or something like that, the more defined I would recommend that your eyebrows be. Because there's something about like a perfected face and then this kind of like haziness around your hair on your brows that just doesn't match. Ask me how I've learned this. It was the hard way. Okay, so I am gonna move my bangs out of the way because my brows don't show all the time, but I still want to walk you through how to get a defined brow that's still simple and isn't over the top. So if you use a defining pencil, kind of a mechanical style, that can be a really nice hair-like approach that's not super thick, not heavy-handed, that can really give definition. So take a look here. I mean, my brow is exactly what I would say, hazy. It's there, but you can't really see a clear place where it starts, and it just feels, you know, loose. So if I'm going for a really polished look, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna take my pencil and do light hair-like strokes to kind of get a more defined starting point. I did not draw a line. I did little strokes. And now I'm gonna fill in where it's a little bit empty. See how that's so quickly, so simply, just making a more defined, not super heavy and dark or bushy. Look at that. Look at that. The difference is ridiculous, and you cannot tell that it is not just my hair being perfect. It is that little touch that takes brows from hazy to defined. And again, if you are going for a very polished look, I highly recommend a pretty nicely defined brow. There are exceptions, of course. However, that is the general concept that I have found doing makeovers and also taking pictures and before and afters, that is important. Also, make sure you give that little tail at the end. A lot of times that part of the hair is disappearing as we get older, but if your eyebrow stops here, it doesn't look right. You are literally closing the window of room that you have. You want to go from corner to there. That's the end of your brow. And so most people need a little help with that thin taper at the end. Make sure you've got your arch, of course, right there. So it lifts. That gives you lift to the eye. You don't want a rainbow. You want an arch and a drop off. And that is all you have to do to get a nice defined eyebrow that will complete your look when you're trying to really take it to the next level.